Okay, right. Welcome to the Python programming, students. Right. So let us get started without further delay. If you do have any doubts, you can post it in the comment section, or you can uh, switch on your microphone and ask. You feel free to ask in any language that you prefer. Okay. First thing, right? When it comes to the Python programming, okay, we need to make sure that we have a proper working environment so that you can start developing your programs. Then slowly, when we are moving through the Python programming, I will tell you what is Python programming and what it is used for and where it can be used and so on and so forth. So I'm going to make a very practical approach to teach you step by step. Basically, I'm going to use two things. One, I have already installed a software called Visual Studio Code. I will tell you about this one as well, right? Visual Studio Code and Python software. I'm going to install it now. Okay, Python software, I'm going to install it now, right? Okay, so let's open okay, give me a second. Right, okay, let's go to, you can go to google.com and simply you can type here uh, download Python. If you just type download Python, it will directly come to this particular link here. You can see python.org is the first link which comes here, and what we can do is we can open this link and we will be going to the official website of Python software. Okay, so this is the official website of the Python software. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the software and I'm going to install it. Then I'm going to start working with the class, right? Okay, so without further delay, let's get started. Now once you come to the python.org website, okay, python.org website, you can go to the download section and you can choose, if you are using any other operating system, you can choose the operating system that you want. I'm on a Windows PC, so I'm going to go for this default one. You can see here, download the latest version for Windows, which is 3.12.1. Today is 2024 January 1st. Okay, right, so on that particular date, this is the latest version. So let's get that software. So it's asking where should I download it. I have a drive in the F drive called downloads. I'm going to download there. Okay, so let's get it downloaded. I think it will be quickly downloaded. Okay, it's downloaded. Okay, so here it is, right? So I have the software downloaded, so I'm going to install that to the F drive itself, right? After you get it downloaded, you just double click on it and it asks, do you want to run this file? Yes, right? So I'm going to click run, and it's asking install 3.12.1 64-bit version. So it's going to by default it's going to install to the C drive. I am not going to install it to the C drive because I have a SSD which is only 120 GB, so I'm not going to install it in the C drive. I'm going to install it to another drive, which is F drive. So I'm going to click on the customize installation. So it's asking all these type of things what it should install. We don't actually need certain things, but I like to go with the default which already selected here. For example, PIP and all, this is a package maintenance software. So if you want to download later, you from the command prompt download and install certain software, you can do it using this package maintenance software. So I'm not going to leave, I'm not going to change anything here. I'm going to go next, and I'm interested in changing the installation place only. So I like to install it to the drive here. Let's try. Now it's going to my folder, right? So I like to have it on the F drive, right? Python, right? F drive Python, right? Let's try installing them. Install. So it is installing to that drive. Let's go to the F drive, and this is my folder which is getting installed in the F drive Python folder. You can see files are getting created here. So the installation is going on, that you can see, right. Installing, it's don't cancel it, still it is installing, right. Give it a second, right. So I'm not going to pause the recording. Okay, it got installed, right. So setup was successful, and new to Python, start with online tutorial, you can learn it, so no problem, you are in my class, I will be teaching you. And of course you can go to the documentation of the software as well, which is here. There's a documentation here. From this one you can learn it, students. Everything is there, right. So you can start from the tutorial here, and of course step by step you can learn it. But this is for the experts, of course. Everything is there. This is like a dictionary, everything will be there. So we have a course like we're going to do 2 programming languages within a small time period. So I'm not going to recommend for you. If you like to read further information, please go ahead and do it. Okay, let's get on with our lesson, right. So I'm going to click on the close button. Okay, right, let's click on close. Okay, once you've done, our system is having it. Okay, and of course you can go to again, if you don't have this software, VS Code software, that also you can get it installed very quickly. Okay, you can say download VS Code. There's a website called code.visualstudio.com, Visual Studio Code. You can go to this particular website, and from here you can directly get it downloaded and installed. I have already downloaded and installed it. Actually I installed it yesterday, so I have got it in here, right. So I'm going to use this software to build my program. Okay, right. So the thing is, we're going to do like this. First of all, we'll see Python. If I type, okay, this is the Python app is there, right. So let's open it, right. So you will get a command prompt like this. In the command prompt you can start working, you can build the programs and all, right. You can say for example like this, and if you say, it'll do the work. Now this is not what I'm going to recommend of it, I'm going to do it. Okay, right. So I'm not going to do like that. Let's go here, Python. I think I haven't installed any GUI tools for this, right. That's all right. Okay, right. Okay, give me 1 second, right. So that's done. After installing it here, let's start our Visual Studio. So when I start my Visual Studio, it'll come quickly, right. Nice. This is here. I have already opened a folder which is already having some Python programs here. I just want to make sure it is working, right. So we will use a small script here. Then I will again show you how to do the the steps, right. Okay, Python is installed, right. So so we can start working on it. I hope you can see these fonts. I will increase the fonts when I'm doing the starting to teach you that, right. Okay, so if you go to the basics, so it comes a small code here, right. So we can run that in the terminal easily. We can run this one. So what I'm going to do is, sound is not enough, someone is saying. Students, can you confirm that my voice is loud enough? Can you hear me well, students? Is my voice is enough?
Very clear, sir.
All right, so please, that student, you adjust your volume, Puta. Right. Okay, let's continue the session. So students, I'm going to show you how to work with this one. Let's go from the beginning itself, right. When you take to the Visual Studio Code, when you come to Visual Studio Code, you people do one thing, right? Which is you people uh, create a folder, right? That means in your hard drive you create a folder. In that folder you can have all the Python programs. Okay, you can have all the Python programs in a folder, right? So you can neatly do all the work inside each line. For example, is one file of your Python program, so you can neatly keep all the Python programs that you create. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder in my hard drive, and I'm going to attach that to my Visual Studio Code, so which will be very easy for me to do the work, right? So see how I'm doing it. This already I have it one here, so that is not going to work for us because I need to show you how to do it from the beginning. So I'm going to open my, carefully watch this, open my file menu. Then you will go to the option uh, open folder. Okay, you can select open folder. Now there are a lot of folders. This is my personal PC, so it's going to a lot of places. It's all right. I'm going to go inside. I can go anywhere I want, and I can have a folder, right? I prefer doing it for the sake of easy for the teaching purpose. I'm going to go for the F drive, and I think I have a folder called something like it says Python where we installed it. We'll create a folder like this. PRAC underscore Python. PRAC stands for the shortened version of practice. So PRAC underscore Python. I'm creating a folder. Then I'm double clicking that folder, and I am inside that folder. I open that folder, and I am going inside that folder. Now I'm clicking on the select folder button, right? So once I click on select folder button, now you can see we have, okay, it is asking what the VS Code software is asking, do you trust this folder? Because it's my local folder, I'm going to say yes, I trust the authors, right? I'm going to click that. So this is the welcome screen of the Visual Studio Code. Okay, VS Code, Visual Studio Code. And speaking about the Visual Studio is a very widely used editor, and it has so many functions, and it has so many features which you will love when you are using this one. And if you don't like this color theme, I'm using this little bit dark theme with blue color fonts and all. It is bit easy on my eyes, that's what I'm using it. You can customize the colors. You can go to here, preferences, then you can choose the themes, and you can choose the color themes, right? So you can choose different color themes. I think downloaded and installed this theme, so it's a bit easy on my eyes. Alright, so I'm going to close this one, right? And you can see here there are one option called Explorer tab. This is the Explorer tab that we have here. So when I'm creating my files, all my files will be available here under the pack underscore Python folder. So this is the folder that we created. Under here, if you click on this one, we can create a new file, which is we will be creating now shortly. Or if you want a folder, you can click here and create. Now students, the other one that you will be doing in a while is called this extensions. You can install certain extensions, so it makes it very easy for you. Okay, right? So there is an extension for Python, right? For Python, if you type Python, it will come. You can see I have already installed this software. So what this does is, when you are writing your code in, it will give suggestions. It will auto complete your code, right? It will give you a lot of advantages for you. Okay, so for that reason, I have already installed this software. Okay, and students, make sure that you install the Python software first. After that, you install the VS Code, so it will auto detect the Python software from wherever you're going to do it, right? Okay, so that's about it. Without further delay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to create the what I'm actually teaching you now is called the operating instructions. Nothing much. Operating instructions. Operating instructions means how to get your working environment set it up, how to get the software installed, what are the other software that you need to create the Python programs. That is where we are now. And after that, we just created a folder. Where we have what do you call where we have done it in VS Code. Okay, second. Right. Download link. Students are asking again, what is the download link? You can go simply to python.org. Python.org is to download the Python, and Visual Studio if you want to download. I can put these two in your comment section, no problem. Right, that's also done. Let's continue. Okay, students, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create just a first Python script, which is going to be my hello world program. So I'll tell you why we call this one as a hello world program. I'm going to go to this folder. Inside this folder, I'm going to click this new file icon, right? So 1 second. Right, so here you can see I'm going to click on this icon, right? When I click on that, it is asking for a name. I'm going to type hello. I don't like to leave spaces, so I'm going to use an underscore. Hello world dot, and we have to give the extension. So Python programs are saved with the extension py. Okay, and you can see automatically it puts a what do you call that, Python icon comes. There are two snakes are there, so that icon automatically comes. And I don't think you will be able to read this font, it's too small, so let me change it. Everything freshly installed, students. Yesterday only I installed Windows and everything in this PC, so that's also good, because it is like you can set up everything from the scratch, right? Okay, so I will leave it here hello. Like you can type a command like print, and you can type within double quotes hello world like this. That's all, no semicolon, nothing. The font size is not enough, so let's see how we can increase the font size. So you go to file menu, preferences, right, and settings. File, preferences, settings, and from here you can go to the option text editor, editor font size. Here editor font size, what we have is font size 14, so which is not enough. When I'm doing my class, I want to clearly show you, so I'll change double the font size, let's say 28. Once you type that, and when you click outside and if you click the tab again, you will see the font size is big enough. I hope this is enough, the font size is enough for you, or else I can change it to around 30 also, but 30 might be too much. That is okay, let's leave it to 30 then. Okay, right, I can hide this window anytime I want, and I can make some space in the screen and do it, so you can comfortably watch my work. Okay, students, so I repeat again, I can I did show you that you just click here, create a file name with the extension .py. So this is what I created. Okay, I created like hello underscore world dot py. This is the name I gave, and just I press the enter key. Hello underscore world dot py. I press the enter key, and that's there. Okay, now this is the code that I have typed. Then I will press Ctrl S on my keyboard to save this one, or you can go file, then you can save however you prefer, but shortcut keys are easy because you are visually interacting with me. So I'll just click on file, save button, so it got saved. Now you can run this one. So you can run it in a couple of methods. I recommend that we do it from the command prompt. It's pretty easy. You can right click here, and you can go to the option right click, and you can go to the option run Python, and run Python file in terminal. So that's pretty easy. So there's another one. You can select a command like this, and only that's a command or set of commands you can run also. So anyway, I'll show you once. Right click, go to run Python, select this one, what do you call this option, run Python file in terminal. So when you do that, you can see the terminal is opened here. Terminal is nothing but like a command prompt, and it is executing the code, and it is running the program like this. Okay, so the prompt is again waiting for us, right? So if you like, I think the prompt, yeah, we can type that. So we can type a command like this. We can say Python space, right, the program name. If you type this is the program name, right, and if you press the enter key, one second, right, so because right, so let's open this. I need to get it configured properly, then only I can run that. It doesn't matter, we can right click and each time we can do it like this, but it's a little bit slow sometimes. So we'll once more we'll try. We go to terminal, new terminal, we'll take like this. So there are different options that we have for the terminals, right? So it's asking PowerShell, command prompt, JavaScript debugging terminal, or split terminal, since we can break into two. Right, now we are here. Let's say Python 3. There is a way to do that, right? I think the path has not been properly set it up. Give me a second. For the time being, it's taking time. So because for the previous batch I did it like that. From the terminal menu we can do it. I will get it done for you within a time. Just wait. So for the time being, we'll right click, run Python, then we'll select run Python file in terminal. If you give like this, it auto runs like this. It gives the full path. That's why it here. What it says is in the F drive, Python slash python.exe. This is the place where the Python software has been installed. Okay, so that file space your file name have to be mentioned, then only it will compile it, or it will interpret and run this program. So each time without typing like this, we can do that. We can set a path, then it will work. Okay, we can set the path, so it will not, we don't have to each and every time, we don't have to set this one, right? Okay, let's try that one. Okay, so for the today's class, let's continue like this. Okay, right, next day I'll show you properly how to do that part. So I can show it now, but it will take some time, right? Okay, let's continue then, right? So what we shall do is, the first thing, when you are practicing in your PC, after you install the software, both software, you write the command like this. Just now, this is the place you type print, open parenthesis, within the parenthesis you type double quotations, then you type hello world, and you can after that, that's all. This is just an output command. Save the program, Control S, right click and select run Python file in terminal, and you good to go. Okay, one student is again asking, should we do as I am doing? So please understand, the print is a command, so that will be that will be helpful for you to get it done, right? So this is the Python first part, operating instruction part, right? Operating instruction, how to get it installed, how to create your first script, and then how to run it in the VS Code software. Okay, so that's the first part of the session, right?